Fred, I guess what's going through your mind when those first 25 minutes or so down 10 points and it just seemed like things were getting away from you?
I just didn't think we were playing with the fire that we needed to win a basketball game against a very talented team. And that team has been in a lot of games against some really good teams. BYU, Iowa State, they had them down late in the second half. Recently, Kansas State in the tournament, and it was a 2-possession game against Texas Tech, about 6 minutes to go. So we knew this team had a lot of talent, but I gave our guys a lot of credit. They responded in a big way. They came out. I give Cale Jacobsen, I thought was absolutely phenomenal out there, and really kind of changed the tides turned when we went with that small lineup, and we got it going. Connor had a great second half. Bryce was phenomenal the entire game. Jawan, was good. Sam, I thought, made some big plays, and a total team win. But we don't practice that small lineup a lot. Cale knows every spot on the floor, 1 through 5, offensively and defensively. And I thought he was player of the game, and I give him a lot of credit. He's the next guy up a lot, and he's had an unbelievable couple weeks of practice. And I had to get him out there, and it paid off for us. I'm really proud of him for what he's all about. Comes to work every day, works, never complains, knows not only our plays but the other team's plays. He's calling from the bench. Kid's going to be a hell of a coach one year. Connor's going to be a great social media influencer. It was a good win. It's been a while since we've had a win, and it feels really good.
How much of that rough start was just rust from being off for 3 weeks, and did you see just kind of take time to get things going a little bit?
You can't. Listen, we're all in the same boat here. It's not like we had more time off than any other team here. So I didn't love our energy, and again, I give our guys a lot of credit, especially these guys here that got us going in the right direction. But we got to learn from it. Sometimes in these tournaments, you got to win an ugly one, and hopefully this was that one for us.
With Cale, and obviously in a tournament like this, you're maybe looking for some things to take into the summer and into next year. Do you see that as him showing that he could be someone have a bigger role in the rotation next year?
Absolutely, yeah. And again, Cale, he got some minutes early for us, and had a big impact on a couple of the wins. Especially early in the conference season and the non-conference season. So, again, I do have a great trust level in Cale when he's on the floor, and you saw what he did, guarding the other team's 5, and Jahad was killing us out there. And he just Cale, I thought, made it a little more difficult. He guarded the ISO very well. He sat on the right hand, which was the scouting report, and just made play after play. And then offensively as well, he just he plays off 2 feet. He's not sped up. So yeah, Cale was terrific. And again, I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him, but I'm also really happy for him.
Cale, you checked in relatively early in the first half. At what point did you kind of start to get that confidence that you're not just there to eat minutes, you're there to make plays?
Yeah, I think that's my mindset when I check in any game. I want to figure out how to help our team win. And obviously, like we saw today, that can look a lot of different ways. But yeah, every time I check into the game, I want to do the best I can to make an impact. And yeah, just do whatever I can to help win.
What does it mean to you to have that type of performance in postseason play? The fact that you helped your team continue on to play another game?
Yeah, it's awesome. We have 17 dudes in that locker room that don't want to be done playing. We have a really tight group that just likes to be around each other. And so to do whatever I can to keep us together for, 2 more days now and hopefully a week. Yeah, it's cool. I'm excited to keep practicing. We get practice tomorrow with this group of guys and with this staff. And yeah, we're just excited to keep going.
When you hear Coach talk about the trust that he has in you, I guess how important is that for you to play at your best and be confident when you're out there?
Yeah, I think he does a good job of instilling that back into me. And so when I go out there, I have the freedom to make the right play and do kind of the things that I feel like I can do on a basketball court to help our team win. And I think they're just that way with everybody. When we check in, we're confident. We know we can do what we want to do. And yeah, they put us in positions to succeed, and all we have to do is make the play.
Do you think a half like that, stretch like that, validates sort of you having a bigger role maybe next year or wanting a bigger role at all?
I trust Coach Hoiberg, and whatever that looks like, I'm gonna accept, and I'm gonna do whatever I can in whatever role that is to help us win. Because obviously he's a lead at what he does. And so I want to be there for him to do whatever I can.
Fred, you guys haven't started that small lineup outside of injuries, but it's given you a spark in quite a few games this year. What makes that small version of you guys better in these second halves?
Yeah, our small lineup most of the year has been with Burke at the 5, and again, Jawan sometimes guards the 5 in certain lineups, but Cale knows the 5 position better within our offense and within our system. The biggest thing we just needed to start driving the ball. We were too stagnant, didn't have a lot of movement, and we were letting their pressure affect us and bother us. Once we started getting some blur screens and getting that pressure off of us, we were able to get downhill, made some really good plays to Connor, just simple, easy kick-out plays to the corner for him, and Connor hit some huge shots for us. It was great to see him get it going with, I think, 17 in the second half. But, again, you look at, Cale led us in assists out there as well, playing that spot. He had 3 steals, and I thought he had a couple other ones that were pretty good swipes of the ball. But, again, it was good to see our guys go out there, and hopefully we come out and compete better out of the gate on, how long do you know what day it is? What is it, Monday on Wednesday?
Hey, Connor, you didn't score until about 7 minutes left in the game and ended up with 17. I guess, did you kind of feel like maybe the lid came off a little bit for you after some late season struggles?
I mean, it's just kind of trusting the consistent work, that gets put in every single day. I mean, trusting what we got, in this locker room, on the staff. I mean, they're going to fight, to get everybody, dialed in. And, I feel like halftime of this game, what the coaches talked about, just really fired us up. And that really, kind of sparked us. And when that happened, everyone's flowing together, it's a lot easier for shots to go in.
You've talked about consistency. How important is it for you to sort of bottle that stretch up and take it into Wednesday's game and moving forward?
Just stay composed, stay confident. I mean, I know the amount of shots, I get up. I know, how much these guys work in the locker room, every single day. And so we can just, trust the work that we put in the entire year, starting all the way back in June. That's gotten us to this point and where we're at. We put in so many hours together, and to be able to just keep that consistent composure it's going to be huge for us to go on and win this thing.
If that pass was a little lower from Bryce, were you jamming that alley-oop?
Honestly, if I probably jumped, I would have got it. I think. It was just so high. I don't know. I didn't know what to do.
That's your first postseason win at Nebraska, first one for the program since 2019. What's that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I talked about this when we got the opportunity to play in this. I'm just really grateful to continue to coach these guys. I've really, had a lot of fun these last couple of years. Even going back to Griesel's group, and I think we would have been a postseason team there. And I thought that team was built to win in March. Last year we got a really tough draw. So yeah, it's good. It's good to get this one. And again, it's good to share it with a group of guys that you have a lot of respect for, and a lot of. We've had a lot of ups and downs with this group, obviously, throughout the season. And, when the season ended the way it did with some tough defeats, it would have been really hard to go out that way. So, I'm happy that we got this win. And again, we put this one behind us and get ready to go out and play Georgetown or Washington State the next one.
I just want to say one thing too, Cale. I mean, I'm so happy for him. I see what he does on and off the court, every single day, and he's helped me tremendously. With things on and off the court, with my faith, he'll lead me to that. And so I just want to say I'm so thankful for him, and so happy for him, and I can't wait to go keep playing more games. So let's go do it.
So, yeah.